Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of another rearranging. So again, I'd just like to clarify that nothing is really new, it's just everything's been changed. So these are just purchases that I've had for quite a few months, and I've just recently had time today, Easter Saturday of all days, to just sit there and clean and rearrange and stuff. So I should probably start with this one because it's the simplest. This is my teaching bracelet, and the only thing that's new is Wakanda, is the Black Panther. So my boss, basically the head teacher of the department, he says the name of our school forever. So I've put that there because this is really like, it's been a year now of teaching, and over the year I've actually built this bracelet to remind me of some memories and some things. So this is a work in progress bracelet. I've kind of decided that if I feel like I want to add something, I will. It's got a lot of growth on it. So like basically the idea of the whole bracelet is growth, which is why, funny enough, there's a lot of bugs and things on it. But there is the blackboard there and the Wakanda Black Panther on it, just because it actually relates to this bracelet. So it's such a random thing to put on there, but I thought I would explain why. I've recently given all these guys a nice clean and a bath today because they were pretty bad. So this bracelet probably won't get much more on it just because it's already starting to get heavy, and if I'm at school and I'm carrying tow trays or whatever I need to carry, like my laptop to between classes, I don't want this to break. So that'll probably just stay the way that it is. Moving right along, these two are now my space bracelets. So this one here, I've actually split between the two. So this charm and this charm used to be on, and this one used to be here. So what had happened was I brought this blue one, and I found that it was all just dangles that were going on there, and I thought, no, this is not going to work, because although it's beautiful, you kind of need to have beads to break up the dangles. So what I've done is so this is just the flat blue Zubik zirconia one, and I've taken this little open work kind of constellation sun and moons there, and I've added one of the asymmetric stars. I've also added in this guy, which I got on sale about a year ago now. Then I've got my second astronaut charm and one of the Muranos, which came out in Valentine's Day in 2022. So this one I probably am not going to wear because it doesn't have a safety chain or clips as yet. But I'm going to try and have two bracelets of space because I absolutely adore, like, I love sci-fi. I love, all those kind of things. So I wanted two bracelets because this one, just the way that it was before, it just didn't feel right. So I've still got the asymmetric clasp, the safety chain. I moved this guy from the open side of the bracelet to the closed side, so he's on the far end now. I've added in the asymmetric other star. I've still got this open galaxy on here, which is beautiful. It's like one of my favorite charms ever made by Pandora. I've got the matching clips, the other Murano. I've still got the Planet of Love. I've got the Sun and Moons, the I Love You to the Moon and Back. And then I've put the other clip on here. Tommy will go back into the middle, but for now, just to balance it out a little bit, I've put Tommy on this side because I don't like to have my dangles bashing together like that. So I've got one of the newer charms that I got, which was the Heart Galaxy charm. I got Cosmo Tommy in the middle, and then I've got this magnifying star charm. The reason why I've moved some of them onto here is because this bracelet was way too silver before. Compared to this one, which is crisp and blue and beautiful, this one's still quite boring to me. So that's why there's a lot more charms on this one. I'm just trying to break up that silver. I don't know. I think if you're going to have blue, you've got to have blue. And I actually got this ring to go with these two. And I also probably wear these with my Star Wars bangle, which has also had a bath today. So, these, like, they're not very big changes, but it's now been split across two. And it probably will continue to change I don't think these patterns are going to stay like this. They'll probably just be, it's just because one, I don't have enough beads and I don't have enough chains and I don't have enough things. So for now, this is what they're going to be. But I will say I'm a bit more happier with this one now because there's a little bit more pop of color on there. I feel like it's a little bit more broken up now. It's not so silver and so, I don't know, I just found it boring. I feel like if you're going to have space, you got to have blue. And then the last one's probably the biggest one for this video is my personality bracelet. So it's actually quite full now. It also has its own clips. So I'll actually undo this one and I will show you. So we still got the wheat clips. I've added on here the purple. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is just a purple mosaic type bead I found selling online, and I love purple, so hence my favorite color. I absolutely love these script letters when they came out, and you know, my name being Ashley A, I thought that was nice. The shine, the only shine I own is this one here, and it's got bees and honeycombs on it. Again, I just love bees. I couldn't find a reason not to put it on here, so I did. I managed to find 2 of these sort of lace type clips, and they're really pretty, and I love, my favorite time period ever is Victorian England, and I feel like 1800s, this was very 1800s, so I popped that on there to represent that, my love of history. Another bee friend, my love of like magic and things that go bump in the night, my backpack, which I'm never seen without, occasional handbag user, but always default back, my girl, Tiki, the matching beads, and the matching, like I said, I managed to find 2. Like I said, I managed to find 2. I don't know how. I know some people have used these for like Halloween designs, but I really just like them. They remind me of like the lace. So the typewriter is to remind me to keep writing, keep going. Eventually I'll finish that book I started about 10 years ago. This one's self-explanatory. I'm a Cancerian, so you know, that's my star sign. And then this one is my love of nature. So before I was a teacher, I worked in tourism, and my favorite part of tourism was heritage and tourism, natural sites. So you can see a theme here with like all the florals and things. So nature and ecotourism is one of my favorite areas. I obviously changed due to things happening with COVID and stuff, but this was like, yeah, so this one's actually getting quite full now. I was surprised at how many, because I only had the ones in the middle originally, these 5 in the middle. So the unicorn, the 2 Muranos, Tiki's bead, my backpack, and I had the 2 little silicone clips that were holding them in place. But once I actually sat down today and actually sorted them out, I realized I had 3 extra on each side. So I added on the clips, and I feel like this is pretty much almost done. Like I might add a couple more beads, 1 on each side, but as far as it's gone, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out so far. So this is the second part, and then the third one I will show you pretty much my everyday wear at the moment. Some of them are completely new designs. One of them I've just added onto some beads, but again, it was more just I finally found time and I actually looked at what I had, the designs I had in mind for months and months and months, and I've finally gotten around to doing them. So stay tuned for part 3.